You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. This is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly spoilers for Monday, October 2nd through Friday, October 6th. There is a lot going on. We have got some stuff happening that wasn't promised until the following week, and then we've got some leaks for the following week. There's a bunch of front burner storyline action. Right now, we still have a couple of days left in this week. We've got Ava and Harris finding Edmund Crumb. It was kind of funny to me on the most recent episode where they're talking about psychic messages and all this, but a message in a crumb is improbable. Come on. And Belynda Trask might be fired as DA. Marlena shows up to see Eric over at Sloane's place, and she's not very happy. And Sloane Peterson has some scenes with Belynda Trask. Then the last day of the week, we've got somebody looking for payback. I imagine it is Gwen Rizczech. It might be Xander, but I feel like it's Gwen. Marlena tells Eric to ditch Sloane. Vivian finds out that Victor made sure she wouldn't get one red cent when he died. And Alex and Sunny deal with the fallout from the will reading because right now everybody thinks that Alex is Victor's son. I do not think it one bit. I did a video about it. You guys can check it out on the playlist. I laid out all the reasons why and how Teresa changed that letter. That's what I think happened. I'm sticking to it. And if you want to know why I'm not going to go into it now, but you can check it out next week. All right, now let's dig into the spoilers for the 2nd through the 6th. But if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our day's updates. I'm going to tell you right up front, usually at this time of the week, we have got like 5 spoilers for every day. And we don't have all of them yet. For some reason, Days is holding back. Don't know why. So this is a shorter roster of spoilers than I usually have. And then when I do the 2-week spoilers, I'm going to lay this, I will have all of them by then. So this is just to tide you guys over. All right, on Monday, Leo is shocked when Gwen Rizczech confronts him. She's going to slam a pie in his face, which is kind of exciting. And so on Friday the 29th, you know how they've been doing this stuff where they start stuff on Friday and they give you a spoiler for a Monday, but it's already happened on Friday. Then people like to leave me comments telling me that my spoilers are wrong because it already happened on Friday. This is what Days has been doing, people. They give spoilers for Monday for crap that they start on Friday, and then they just repeat half the scene and then carry on. So somebody looking for payback, I have no doubt, is Gwen shocking Leo when she tells him she knows he has been bedding her husband, and she knows Mr. Matthew Perry, Mr. Magic Wand, is her husband, Dimitri. So I'm also sure then on Monday, we're going to have more of Alex and more of Vivian, because Vivian is not going to go down without a fight. So I've got some undated spoilers I'm also going to share with you that I'm sure are going to fill in some of these days. On Tuesday, October 3rd, we've got someone unexpected dropping in on Rafe Hernandez, and it completely startles him. I hope it's Susan Banks. And on Tuesday, we have Belle Black confronting Shawn Brady about his very bad behavior. And boy, was it bad. Of course, at the time, he thought it was just karma because she's cheated on him. But that's no excuse, is it? Wednesday, October 4th, we have Rafe and Tripp Johnson in danger together. Interesting. And also that day, Xander has something to say to Chloe, and it really shocks her. Then on Thursday, October 5th, I don't know, maybe what Xander said didn't convince her, because she and Philip Kiriakis make a huge decision that impacts many lives. They're going to decide to leave town together. We knew that Nadia Borland's time was just about up, and we knew that Jean-Paul Lavoisier was only here for a hot minute, but they're not going to actually leave until the following week. Then on Friday, October 6th, Brady Black is back in Salem, and he brings someone along. That's going to be his SORAS'd son, Tate Donovan, even though when they made the casting announcement that they were going to age up both Tate Donovan and Holly Jonas, they said it was going to be the week of the 9th. But at least one of the kids is showing up on Friday. This is that same stuff where they put it on the cliffhanger spoilers and then it happens the next week. Also, I hope with the writer's strike over, whoever usually writes the spoilers at Days gets that job back and they stop doing this nonsense because these are terribly written spoilers. So we also have on Friday, Alex Kiriakis claiming what is his. He is going to grab the reins at Titan because as far as he knows right now, he thinks Victor is his dad. A lot of people are clamoring for them to do a DNA test. Wouldn't that be great? But I don't think that this is all going to be sorted out until November sweeps. All right. Now here's some undated spoilers that once we have the full roster, I'm sure are going to fill in the gaps. Jada is going to rip Shawn a new one about cheating on his wife with her little sister. Meanwhile, someone rips Talia a new one. Guess who it is? It is Marlena. She is going to go off for her betraying Belle Black. And we have a little more information for the Xander thing, the surprising thing he says to Chloe. I think he might ask her to still marry him. She's not gonna. She's leaving. But we also have for next week, Vivian Alamain is still around. She's not going to go down without a fight. She has one more move to make, is what is promised. I don't know what that move is, but you know. So that's everything that we have right now for the week of Monday, October 2nd through Friday, October 6th on Days of Our Lives. As I said, I'll have more. I'm trying to decide, let me know in the comments, but I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do another weekly spoiler that's more fleshed out or if I'm just going to shove it all into the 2-week spoilers. I'm still deciding. This is weird. This is the first time that I can think of in a long time that I haven't had all of these spoilers to give you guys on Thursday. So it's kind of a weird situation. Hey, if you enjoyed this, click us a like. If you haven't clicked subscribe, I'd love it if you'd click that button too. And definitely drop your comments. So it looks like with this Gwen thing, with her confronting Leo starting this Friday, going into Monday the 2nd, that it seems like Days is wrapping up Gwen Rizczech's plot for now. I don't know if Days is going to have her doing double duty as both Gwen and Teresa Donovan, because Jen Lilly's last air date was the 22nd. She is done. So I feel like this next week they're going to wrap up Gwen's run. It's not so much that I mind them using her to play Teresa for the rest of this arc that's going to play out probably until November sweeps, but I think it would be a little distracting to have her playing both roles. Jen Lilly said she thought it was weird that they told her to keep her hair blonde. My theory is I think that that they didn't want Emily O'Brien doing both roles to start with. I think they wanted whatever kind of ratings or viewership boost they would get by bringing Jen Lilly back. But by having her blonde instead of the character's usual brunette, I think they thought they could create a little more contrast between Emily as Gwen and Emily as recast Teresa. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. But I also feel like that Gwen's going to leave town or something. When you're used to actresses playing more than one character, like Eileen Davidson or Stacey Heiduck playing several of, weren't there 4 of them originally, the quadruplets, but that's not so jarring to me because I'm used to it and they're all so distinctly different. But with her stepping from one role sideways into another, I feel like it would be distracting if Gwen was also on the screen. So my guess is they're going to use next week to wrap up Gwen's storyline, at least temporarily. I mean, honestly, they could offload her indefinitely, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Come back soon for more on Days of Our Lives and drop your comments below. I read all of them and I love your comments. Thanks so much for listening. This has been Belynda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.